What's up, YouTube? My name's Jacob, or Mr. Nintendo Fan Man.
And my name is Alex, or AbysmalRetribution, and we are presenting to you today our Pokemon Black and White split-screen playthrough.
I'm the girl on the left playing Pokemon Black.
And I'm the boy on the right playing Pokemon White. We hope you enjoy our video, and we'd appreciate it if you would leave your feedback in the comment section below.
Oh yeah, I'm using Snivy.
And I'm using Tepig, or Tepig. I don't know, it's a big debate nowadays. Anyway. Hey guys, and welcome to part 1 of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White. In this part, we start our adventure with our two best friends, Sharon and Bianca, as we are about to pick our very first Pokemon.
And because of all you, I have to pick Snivy. Thanks a lot.
And I get to pick the fiery pig Pokemon Tepig because I love it.
Snivy's going to specialize in speed.
Tepig will specialize in attack.
And for all those Oshawott lovers out there, he'll specialize in special attack.
And they'll specialize in all of these things in their last evolved form.
Basically what's going on right now is Bianca's going to be challenging her to a battle. And she's going to have which Pokemon, Alex?
She's going to have all the Pokemon that you have, or she's going to start with the Pokemon you have the advantage over. So if you start with Tepig, she'll have Snivy. If you have Snivy, she'll have Oshawott. And if you have Oshawott, she'll have Tepig.
Basically what you're going to want to do in these battles with Bianca and Sharon later on, I just suggest using Tackle Away because basically you're not going to lose the battle unless your rival somehow gets a critical hit, which is possible, not very likely.
Happens a lot more than you think.
Yes, and if you want to get a specific nature with your Tepig, if you want to figure out a good nature is, I'm not sure off the top of my head, but you want to have a nature that boosts up your attack because Tepig specializes in attack, and that's actually very good. And basically you want to use 2 tail whips, or maybe 1 tail whip, or actually should so 2 tail whips, and use 1 tackle, and if it does more than half damage, you have an offensive attack nature.
Which actually I think I will end up getting because I just gained +2 in my attack, which makes me happy. So after we're done with Bianca, and the room's a complete mess, I don't know how it can get that messy from using like Leer and Tackle, but Sharon, the cold and calculating one of the group, heals our Pokemon and challenges us to our second rival battle.
And Sharon will actually, since he's a Brainiac, will have your weakness. If you chose Snivy, he's going to have Tepig. If you chose Tepig, he's going to have Oshawott. And if you chose Oshawott, he's going to have Snivy. And by the way, what's that in the top left-hand corner? Yeah, that's still Wii, that's still intact.
It's the only thing in the room that's not knocked over.
Yeah, because of Tackle and Tail Whip and Leer. How? That's the mystery we'll never know.
And as you can see here in my video, Sharon sends out his Oshawott, and I send out my Tepig. And for these battles, I'd pretty much just go on an all-defensive rampage here because I don't believe in moves like Leer and, you know...
They're only miss.
That's just me. There's a lot of very good status moves later on in the game, I just don't believe in Leer.
And what we're going to be doing throughout this game, or maybe not throughout this game, but later on, at the end of the game for sure, we will be actually challenging each other to a battle with the teams we actually used. Well, our teams are not confirmed for sure. We do have 2 team members each, because we're actually pre-recorded up until the first gym, so we have that recorded and all that stuff. So we have 1 gym badge, and we have 2 team members each, so please no comments on who else we should use. No dark types for me, no grass types for me.
Yep, and no fire or fighting types for me, and no normal types for me. But if you guys think we could improve our team somehow, you can always leave a comment in the
constructive criticism, my friends. And basically what your mom's going to be doing is basically she'll kick Sharon and Bianca out of the house and say, you guys are failures of friends. I'm just kidding.
No, she's really nice. She's like, oh, I'll clean up your room, which would be nice if my mom did that more often, because I have to clean my room all the time, and I don't even get it messy. She like gets mad at me, and she's like, go clean your room! And I'm like, no, it's already clean.
And she's gonna be the nicest mother ever and heal our Pokemon. Isn't that fantastic? Oh yeah, and we're going to be getting the X-Trans Receiver, which basically is equivalent to the Pokegear and Pokenav from other generations. You really can't use it much. You'll be getting phone calls from other people, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, it's great.
More phone calls from the Professor, Bianca, and Sharon.
And your mother.
The Professor and your mother aren't so bad, but, you know, you see Bianca and Sharon half the game because you have like 50 rival battles, and after a while you just like wish you had an off button on that thing, so you could just get rid of them.
And basically, Bianca's father is getting really pissed off at her because she's saying, oh, I want to go on my adventure, but her dad doesn't want her to. Her mom actually is very, very supportive and wants her to go on her adventure.
And after we witness a little strife, or a little fight between Bianca and her father, we make our way to the Pokemon lab. Yeah, fight. We make our way to the Pokemon lab where we see Sharon and Bianca again, believe it or not, and we go into the lab to see Professor Juniper.
We're not going to be getting a Pokedex. What is that even?
Pokedex? That seems like some sort of device that records data on Pokemon we've seen and caught.
No way!
I never thought that they'd give one of those on Pokemon. I thought that was like a Digimon thing.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we're nicknaming our Pokemon right now. What are you nicknaming your Tepig?
I'm going to nickname my Tepig Bakan, which is Japanese for bacon, and I use Google Translate for that, so I'm just giving a little reference out there. It's a very creative thing to use.
And I'm nicknaming my Snivy Viper, because it's a snake. I know, isn't it lame?
It's so cool.
Hey, I take offense to that.
And after we nickname our Pokemon and receive our, well, I guess Bianca doesn't even know what a Pokédex is. We're like, oh, let's get our Pokédex. And she's like, what's a Pokédex?
We just explained it. Can't you hear us, Bianca?
And now we commit to the task that Professor Juniper has given us to fill out our
3D video
Pokédex.
games nowadays. Come on.
I really like all the animations they put in for all the new items you receive. Like, when you receive an item, you, like, kind of hold it up over your head like, you know, you're picking something out of a treasure chest in Zelda.
Yeah, that's very nice. That is very...
And when you get a key item, you actually get a big picture on the screen. It makes you feel really accomplished. Yeah. Anyway, we leave the lab now, and we see her mother outside. And she is going to give us...
the town map. It's very useful, especially if you're just starting out in the game like we did on March 6, 2011, which was last week when the game came out. Basically, the town map is very useful because it shows all the towns and, you know, locations like caves, like oceans if there was oceans, or routes basically on the game. So it's very useful if you're just starting out Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually like one of the few games I'd actually go to, I don't know, GameStop to get on the release date. I don't know, I love Pokemon, especially this generation. It's my favorite since Gen 1. It's the first gen where they actually only put the exclusive new, like, 150 in there instead of including all the... I thought there's
156
There's like
now.
156, yeah, but I was just using an example.
151 in the first one, right?
Yeah, because in the other one, they made everything with, like, Zubat. Like, they'd include Zubat and
No, Zubat's, praise the Lord, oh my god.
And they'd include those. Well, anyway, now... we take the first step onto Route 1 with our friends, and we see Professor Juniper.
She's not going to show us how to catch a Pokemon, is she?
No, she just wanted that grass unprotected. What is she going to do? Oh,
okay, she is showing us. She is showing us, dang it.
I was going to say, she totally contradicts Professor Oak.
I know, Professor Juniper for the win, obviously.
Yeah, she's obviously the Daredevil type professor. She's the first woman professor, too, so it's pretty cool.
And Minccino actually looks pretty interesting. I consider using it on my team, but I haven't really used it in my actual Pokemon Black and White game because I don't know if it was good or not. So if you guys think it's good, or tell me if you guys have used it in the comments below, because I may or may not be considering using it. So.
And she is trying to catch Wild Patrat, or...
I thought it was Patrat.
It's it's either or. You can watch the anime and they'll tell you one thing and it's really another.
Don't watch anime, it sucks.
I don't know. You have to give it a chance.
I shouldn't be saying that. I haven't even watched it yet.
I gave it a chance. It's just...
Ash sounds like a little girl.
And there's a spoiler alert here, so if you don't want to hear what happens in the first episode, don't listen. But Pikachu gets beaten by Snivy. Okay. Anyway.
How is that possible?
Anyway, so after she shows us
how to catch Pokemon... She was like level 3000.
Yeah, at this point he is. After the first battle, or after she shows us how to catch Pokemon, sorry about that, she will give us our very own Pokeballs, which we can use to catch Pokemon now, and we can finally venture into the tall grass and catch something.
Oh yeah, by the way, our games are played at different times right now. My game is played at night, and his game's like late afternoonish. Yeah, we'll go with that.
And Bianca has just challenged Sharon and I to a Pokemon catching contest by the time we get to the next city, so we're going to see who catches the most Pokemon, which, I don't know, you have the choice pretty much of Lillipup and Patrat on this route, so you don't really have that much of an option. I think you might be able to find a, what's that cat one?
Oh, you can't find, I can't remember, I know its final evolution is Leopard.
Yeah.
Oh, Purloin.
Yeah,
Purloin.
you can't find a Purloin on there.
You can find Purloin in the second round, actually. And he's
Great.
actually going to be looking for his first team member, isn't he?
Yep. Right now I'll be trying to look for Lillipup, and hopefully I can find one that's like level 3 or higher, because I really don't want to train from level 2.
3? You can find like level 6s in rope 2. Why don't you? Well, I should have just waited, actually.
I like to, I don't know, feel accomplished when I level 1 from a low level.
Oh yeah, guys. I can't speak for Alex, but I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of grinding throughout this game. If you watch my videos on my actual channel, you know that I love challenges, and I really, really hate being over-leveled. It's not as fun to me. It's just, I love being under-leveled, and it's just amazing to beat the crap out of your opponents when you're under-leveled. You get the joy in that. And right here, actually, you'll be finding a potions. There is a person right in the patch of grass below. There's a male or female. I can't remember what it was, but they give you a potion, so that's pretty nice.
And right here, I find my Lillipup that's level 3 or higher. Just level 3, though. So I'm going to try to catch it, but only after I weaken it first, because I listen to Professor Juniper.
And I don't.
As you can see on Jacob's screen now, he actually just got that potion he was talking about, so make sure you pick that up. I didn't do it in my game. I was just going a little faster. I think I forgot about it, but...
Yeah, because he's a speed demon. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm like a snail or a tortoise.
And look at that ball shake. I'm going to catch it. Oh, yeah, I caught Lillipup. And now a new page is added to our Pokedex.
And if you guys didn't get that, basically when we were mentioning Purloin before, I'm going to be using Purloin as my dark type, and he'll be using Lillipup as his normal type. Dog, cat, they kind of go together.
As far as our... Oh, I'm going to be naming my Lillipup Interi, which is Japanese for long hair. Google Translate again, creative. And back to the whole Purloin thing, you could be running around like me, like at the day after at school, I forgot the game. I'm like, look at my Purlion! And everyone's like, it's a Purloin, you idiot. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was a Purlion.
That's a very extravagant story.
Yeah, I know, that's beautiful. Anyway, now we have Sharon and Bianca, who we've caught up to. And we actually all tied in the Pokemon catching contest. We actually have...
Or at least on Alex's game he tied. On my game
Yeah.
I failed because I didn't catch anybody because I'm such a failure at life.
And the professor calls on the X-Transceiver and tells us to go to the Pokemon Center, which is weird considering she's 10 feet away and can probably see us there.
And by the way, guys, don't ever listen to your rivals, at least Sharon, because he lies to you on advice on how to beat gym leaders. Isn't that right, Alex?
Yeah, but that's a story for the couple episodes down the road.
We'll get to that later on.
It's gonna almost make a personal rant about that. And anyway, the professor will now give us a tour of the Pokemon
Like we
Center.
don't already know how to do this. And actually the Pokemon Mart is inside the Pokemon Center, which makes it more convenient. Anyways, guys, next time on Pokemon Black and White, we're going to meet the evil organization of the game. Have a great day.